Girl Cards.
Yeah, and it's Jumaane and Watchna. It's always Arsenal. It's always Arsenal. Well, it can't be Arsenal if it do have a hype and if it do have a disappointment. It had a hype, it would have been 4 wins out of 4 in a row. And unfortunately, we came out with a stalemate 0-0 against Crystal
Palace.
It was one of those games where we just looked flat. And unfortunately, at the starting of the game, when the lineup came out, every member of the Arsenal fraternity was shocked because Tierney and Mari weren't in the lineup. They weren't even on the bench. Apparently, they have a slight injury. And we know that would have been a problem. Well, I know it would have been a problem because I do believe that we should switch up our consistent back four. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And our back four, I felt like it would have affected us defensively. But it worked out defensively. But attacking-wise, Niles can't do what Tierney does.
Exactly. Tierney has an exceptional skill that he clearly goes above and beyond.
Yeah.
He's a defensive player that attacks. You can't get any better than that. So
Yeah.
Nathan Niles just...
Too much misplaced passes, and even Niles were getting in a position, you know. Niles perfect his runs on numerous occasions, but just don't have the technical ability to whip that final cross into the box on a player's foot or on a player's head. It just didn't work out. And to be quite frank, we dominated possession in the first half. Hands down credits to Ceballos. Ceballos probably made one bad pass out of his entire first half. But he couldn't find and link up with Smith Rowe, who was kind of isolated. Crystal Palace actually defended pretty well, and it kind of stifled us in the final third. And of course, Niles couldn't give us that final ball, which Tierney would have normally provided. And the game that translated into the second half, and Crystal Palace actually got back into the game. But what you think about, you see, we depended on our youths, right? But what you think about the fact that, all right, if the youths not clicking or they're just not sparking as we expect them to do, what would happen with our senior players? What do you think?
I felt like today was a wake-up call. Not so much for the fans only, but also for Arsenal once again. For the players, because it's almost as if we get kind of dependent, the fans get dependent on seeing the star players, the youths just going above and beyond and doing exceptional things. So then when they're absent, we end up seeing this flat, uncreative, just randomness that happens, which has been Arsenal's strategy for the last few matches. So it's kind of back to that again.
Well, I wouldn't say directly back to it. This game was more like one of those where the senior players didn't exert anything extra.
No, they play the same flat way they're accustomed to playing.
But at the same time, one key senior player that actually was real lukewarm, I would say Xhaka. Xhaka, bad tackles like rain, but yet still great tackles like rain.
Yeah, that's uncool.
Bad passes, but yet still clinical passes. Xhaka, I don't know. Today was one of those performances where he, as a senior player, he really stamped his authority in the game, but careless fouls and mistakes as usual. Other than that, another senior player, Lacazette, he was predominantly absent. I know a lot of balls wasn't coming into him, and credit to Crystal Palace defense. But Laka was kind of absent more or less. Oba looked very bright and sharp at the beginning of the game, but he gradually grew out of the game. You know what I mean? But it's a wake-up call, as you say. It's a wake-up call for us to really remember that, Arsenal is a work in progress.
Yeah, they're not where they're supposed to be as yet. They had 3 great games, and it's just a lot of work to still come in. But we know that they have the talent and the skill for the most part.
Yeah, but Tierney was definitely a big loss today, especially in that final third. His crosses, his quickness, his sharpness, his agility, his movement, everything was missing today with the absence of Tierney. And Niles, I can't really blame him. He did decent enough, but in terms of attacking, it didn't work out and we didn't get the results. And I don't want to put too much a strain on Niles, you know, but
it's not one player, it's the entire team.
Yeah, but generally the team is still a work in progress, and today was a wake-up call. But on the positive side, we got another clean sheet.
Yeah.
We got another clean sheet.
Kudos to Leno with the big saves always.
Always. Leno have a big save in him every game.
Yeah, every single game.
Yo, that header from Benteke was
Yeah.
heading to goal, you know, and Leno, like, he stretched. And yo, big up Leno. That was on the orange. He had on an orange kit today. Yeah, big up Leno. But we drew today against Crystal Palace, and on to the next we will be facing
Newcastle on the 18th of January.
Yeah, on the 18th, that's Monday, back in the Prem, and hopefully we could maintain an undefeated run.
Yeah.
Understand?
Be real optimistic, but
yeah, but nevertheless, that's it. Small talk. Hey, today in the game, Arteta like he wanted to put on a jersey and play. The ball barely went out of the side, and Arteta basically almost intercepted the ball from Townsend. Like, Arteta, what is he saying? You want to put on a kit? We could probably slip in the midfield, you know, but Party is back. Party is back.
Yeah.
All right. And
but in all fairness, though, Arteta is actually the youngest manager in the whole
the league.
and he today the oldest manager against So
yeah.
So young versus old. So I guess he probably felt like he needed to just get a little bit of hands on.
Just to show him how young he really is.
Yeah.
But but it didn't work out in the end of the day. In terms of getting the 3 points. And so we're still in 11th position. Even if we had win today, we needed to score a lot of goals to really overtake West Ham in 10th position. But we're still in 11th, still on the other half of the table. But nevertheless, we are a work in progress.
Yeah.
And we next face Newcastle on Monday. So watch now. Is always Arsenal.